Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian taking a look at the crypto market. Currently Bitcoin is at 25,789, 25,789, and we are seeing on the daily chart a small reaction here. A small reaction here. If we go a little bit higher, that will actually be a bullish reversal candle on the daily. Now we have about 16, 17 hours to go on this daily candle, and so we won't really know if that is going to close bullish as a bullish engulfing candle until that candle closes in about 17 hours. So we have to be patient. We have to wait. Um, so that being said, we are in a downtrend. We are in a downtrend, having a reaction off of the $25,000 price point. You can see here we have a line of resistance. And you can also see here, this is pretty much just like if you draw a line here and here and here, you can see that this is pretty much a rough uh, descending triangle, right? So we can see also that there's the potential here, if we hold 25,000, there's the potential to move right back up and retest the highs of this area, of this range, and turn this into a sideways consolidation area. Now, that's going to be difficult to do because we do have some bearish news. We do have some bearish economic situations, and so it's going to be tough to do that. I do believe that we're going to go lower. I do believe that there's a high probability of going much lower and hitting uh, just below here, possibly the golden pocket. Now, when we do take a look at the golden pocket is 23,830 down to 21,888. Okay, so that would put us basically from here, that's about right here, down to here in this area. It's very possible that we could come down and hit that, but it's not guaranteed, right? Like I said, if we hold this $25,000 area, then we will see then another impulse up into this resistance area. Now, we did talk about the death cross coming, and it's pretty much guaranteed at this point, right? They're very, very close, and these are moving averages. Moving averages are lagging, okay? So this dump here is what created it, but we cannot ignore that because this is highly bearish for the market. Death crosses are highly bearish, okay? Now, that being said, taking a look at the weekly, I think what's really, really important to pay attention to here is the 200 weekly moving average. 200 weekly moving average. I think, 25,000 for me is not really the big price point. I think the big price point is right here on the weekly, the 24,572. Now this continues to change week to week, right? As long as the price stays above it, then the next week the price will be a little bit higher for that 200 moving average. But currently, right now, as it stands, 24,572, this white line here is that 200 moving average for the weekly. And I think if we fall below that and close a weekly candle below that, that's going to be pretty bearish. And I think then very highly probable that we'll be hitting probably 21,700 down in that area, maybe even 20,000 down here if we lose that 24,572 200 moving average on the weekly, right? However, what we do see on the weekly is we do see a lot of wicks here. See all these wicks? So that shows that you have buying happening at these levels. Okay? That's what's keeping the price elevated at this point in time. You see a lot of doji candles here. Actually, there is actually this week could possibly close as a hammer. We just have to wait and see. Okay. So currently, what we're waiting for is next week. Next week, Tuesday, the 19th, this is the FOMC meeting. FOMC meeting is critical. If they continue to hike, then there's a very very high chance that Bitcoin will actually break this $25,000 area and hit the golden pocket, which I would not mind. I would love that. So we have to pay attention to next week, Tuesday, the FOMC meeting. We do have some additional information coming out. Inflation. That's the ISM here. Let's see here. Let's go. Let's go to the daily, and we'll see what's coming up. So what's coming up? Coming up is core inflation rate year over year, inflation rate year over year. Conflicting conflicting data that is forecast for that. Um, core inflation, it's forecasted to be a little bit lower. Inflation rate year over year is forecasted to be a little bit higher. So we just have to wait and see what's going to happen. Retail sales month over month forecasted to be a little bit lower. PPI month over month forecasted to be a little bit higher. Right? So I think that we're not going to see much happen until next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. I think possibly this week we could see some type of a push up into the moving averages, up into resistance. Okay, like so, pushing up into this area. Price point being 27,000 in that area, 26,500, 27,000, maybe 27,700. That would be a test of that resistance. But ultimately, if we push up and put in a lower low, or excuse me, a lower high, then we'll most likely roll over and come back down and retest the 25,000 again. So, and all of this between now and Tuesday, we need to pay attention and see what's going to happen. So, um, I don't think that we're going to see a massive dump because of the FTX news. FTX news is right now taking uh, getting a lot of attention in the market, taking a little bit of attention away from the bullish uh, news that we've had in the past for the market. This whole FUD around FTX is that their holdings are to be liquidated, possibly by court order, and that people are fearing that they'll dump everything on the market and tank the market. That's just not realistic, friends. Not realistic at all. Their biggest holdings, their biggest coin that they hold is Solana. According to Lark, these are locked up. Okay? Solana, this is all locked with release of the coins happening over the next 4 years. So that's not really a risk. BTC, Ethereum probably can be absorbed into the market. Okay? Aptos probably an issue. All right? But when they're sold, and Lark talks about this, when they're sold, most likely it'll be over the counter. It most likely will not be on the main market, right? because if you start dumping massive amounts of coins on the market, on the spot market, then you're going to not extract. You're not going to extract, or you're not going to realize the best value for those coins, and that is the purpose of these being sold off. You want to extract, or they want to extract, the highest value for those that have lost, for the investors that have lost money when FTX collapsed, right? The investors. So the whole FTX dumping, you know, dumping coins and making the market tank, I think is very, it's unrealistic, unrealistic, right? Crypto fear and greed 30, which is good. Buy when there's blood in the streets. You don't want to buy when there's a lot of people willing to, uh, or should I say, when there's a lot of people bullish and they have a lot to sell. You want to enter the market when there's fear and most people have sold. That way you know that the only way is up, right? So fear and greed, right now we're at 30. Like to see that even lower. Like to see price drop into the uh, the golden pocket on the chart, 21, 22. That'd be great. Be able to pick up Bitcoin on sale. GBTC discount hit smallest since 2021. This is bullish. This is bullish. There was as high as 50% discount on BTC for the Grayscale Trust, and right now 17,000. Excuse me, 17%. The discount is shrinking. Why? Because they're seeing inflows. They're seeing investors take advantage of it, and the gap is closing to where you get a one-to-one parity eventually, right? So this is bullish. There's a lot of bullish things going on. Visa partnering with Solana, testing crypto payments. BlackRock, Bitcoin ETF. ARK Invest, Bitcoin, or excuse me, Ethereum ETF. Other countries other than America, unfortunately, legislating crypto, pro crypto laws, right? All of this is bullish. So all of this short-term price action, it's noise. Don't get caught up. In my opinion, the only thing that is really uh, significant right now is that 24,572 price point, right? So we may hold this. I mean, we're seeing a lot of weekly candles in a very tight range. We're seeing compression. And then when we've seen compression before, whoops, when we've seen compression before, it was something like this. You can see the price compression here with wicks down here at the bottom. That was just before he had an impulse to the upside. So whenever we see that, then that's a sign that there is a possible move coming to the upside, right? All of this is in a tight range. So this is a very significant price level, 25,000, I think. You can see all of these uh, shadows on the wicks being left behind. This is purchasing, and I believe that it's because of the 200 weekly moving average being respected so far at 24,572. So that's critical. That is your line in the sand between uh, support now and possible fall down to 22,000, 21,000, right? Into that golden pocket down here. So there you have it, friends. I don't want to make the video too long. We have a lot of bullish crypto news, not not too far in the distant past, to be positive about. However, the macroeconomics right now is just holding things back, right? Especially inflation. When inflation is high, you have people have less disposable income to invest with, right? So we just need to be patient. This is all part of the normal cycle. We need to be patient. And if we do see, like ARK Invest has said, persistent macro headwinds delaying a Bitcoin bull market, then we have more time to prepare. We have more time to invest. We have more time to DCA, dollar cost average. This is positive because that only increases your profits in the future. If you are diligent and you are prepared and you've been faithful to your dollar cost averaging strategy, then you'll do well when the market turns around, right? So there you have it, friends. Price point to look for, to be aware of, 24,572. I think anything else is just, it's just noise at this point in time. If we respect that price point, then we could have a breakout and then move higher, right? And then if we don't, then we could be dropped down into the golden pocket, which is even better in my opinion. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. And I think eventually, with the new year coming up and the U.S. presidential elections and the BlackRock ETF waiting to be approved, ARK Invest Ethereum ETF waiting to be approved, Visa partnering with Solana, all of this is bullish. All of this is bullish and shows that crypto is going forward, and the narrative for crypto as being the future has not changed. So don't get caught up in all of the negativity. You usually see that in a bear market. You usually see that close to a bottom, maximum negativity, maximum disgust or disinterest, apathy. It's all normal. Okay? Hang in there, you'll do well. Don't lose focus, you'll do well. Okay? Thank you, friends, for listening. Thank you for watching. Appreciate your time. If you feel that this is informative or educational or entertainment, please click like. And if you want to see more information like this in the future, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And we'll see you next time.